Villiera is one of the largest wine producers in Stellenbosch, and it's a wine estate. They are a family-run company, and they invest all their energy into making the best possible from their terroir on the north of Stellenbosch. But as well, they understood the market so well. Therefore, they tried to follow what the market wants. And Merlot is clearly the most in-demand cultivar among the new drinkers in South Africa. And this Merlot Stellenbosch wine of origin, the 2020 from Villiera, is actually offering answers both to the classic wine lovers and to the new drinkers. You at the same time have a classic touch of Merlot on the Bordeaux side, but you have a lot of perfume and some interesting flavors on that glass. Kathy, what can you tell us about this 2020 Villiera Merlot from Stellenbosch?
So it's a lovely deep colour, flashes of red and black, similar to what you get on Cab, I suppose. I got quite a lot of black and red plums on the nose. It wasn't very complex, the nose, but it did have this really decent and very attractive plummy nose to it, with a little bit of herbs and then a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
But that was about it for me on the nose. By contrast, the palate is very, very engaging and quite vivacious, actually. There's lots of crunchy red fruit, juicy red fruit on the palate. It's got a lovely vibrancy, and as I said, this vivacity from start to the finish. And in terms of tannins, I found them actually to be quite supple, easy to like, easy to drink. So I think it's a well-rounded wine, no rough edges, and with some distinct varietal character, if not so obvious on the nose, except for the plum element, really quite lovely. And maybe new Merlot in South Africa, is it? Because they're trying to push for this crunchier, more vibrant fruit character, as opposed to the slightly heavier, leafy Merlot that we used to get in the past.
Yeah, the slightly heavier Merlot that you referred to might have been interesting to drink one glass at a time, but you know, Merlot is always a great food wine, and to enjoy a good Merlot with food, you need some freshness, like you said, this crunchiness in the middle of that wine. And on that Villiera, I think I like the restrained perfume on the nose. I found plums like you, and on the chocolate side, really the chocolate fondant creamy side, like a chocolate cream more than anything. It was milky, creamy on the nose. I had this touch of, reminds me of my childhood, this chestnut cream. We cook chestnuts and we make a paste of it and a lot of sugar into it. But it goes to the palate of that Merlot that's as well very rounded. There's no asperity, there's no astringency. You got freshness on the middle palate, but then it's just the softness you expect from a great Merlot. And I think on that side, it's really delivering. We're only at 14 alcohol. Acidity is fresh. It's clearly fresh, and the sweetness comes mostly from the integrated tannins on that wine. Villiera 2020 Merlot from Stellenbosch, the north of Stellenbosch, probably the first farm you'll meet when you come from the N1 onto Stellenbosch. Stop it, not only for the Merlot, and you'll be welcomed by a great family of wine.
Cheers.
Thank you. It's getting more perfumey now. It's getting very perfumey. So in clear, this wine needs some air. Give it some time. It's very young. Put it in a decanter, give it 1 hour, or swill it in your glass. That's the best way.
Oh, I love that freshness.
Yes.
That's super.